future has cometh, or least, in the world of transportation it has. Introducing the X2 flying car, which made its first unmanned test flight in Dubai. This two-seater, fully electric vehicle boasts vertical takeoff and landing capabilities similar to a helicopter. The X2 is being hailed as a key milestone in the evolution of flying cars from all in the know. Just as people once questioned the Wright brothers' airplane, the idea of flying cars seemed far-fetched. But now, China has unveiled its first flying car, and it could change how we think about travel. This truly innovative vehicle can drive on roads, but it can also soar through the air, marking a significant leap in the future of transportation. Number 4. The Xpeng X2 flying car. The X2 can stay airborne for 25 minutes, reaching speeds of up to 80 miles per hour. But the big question is, how practical is it today? How will it reshape our cities? And what hurdles will it face? In this exploration, we'll look into how the flying car could revolutionize transportation, disrupt the automotive industry, and become a regular part of our daily routines, much like airplanes are now. The Flying Xpeng X2. This prototype is a glimpse into the future of personal flight. After dominating the electric car market, Chinese companies are now leading the charge in electric flying vehicles. China is moving forward into the future of transportation with AeroHT, a company connected to Xpeng, which successfully launched its flying car, the X2, at Beijing Daxing International Airport. This flight, part of the China Langfang International Economic and Trade Fair, demonstrates China's growing focus on the low-altitude economy. We'll delve into the low-altitude economy in more detail shortly, but for now, let's focus on the X2 and why it's making such an impact. The Xpeng X2 feels like something out of a sci-fi film, but it's real, and it's ready for the skies. Developed by Xpeng AeroHT, this is the 5th generation of flying cars, and it looks as futuristic as it sounds. With its sleek teardrop shape and fully enclosed cockpit, the X2 is built for superior aerodynamics and excellent in-flight performance. But there's more to it. The X2's carbon fiber body makes it light, enabling it to glide effortlessly through the air. And with zero carbon emissions, it's eco-friendly, offering an environmentally conscious alternative to traditional forms of travel. Imagine making a quick trip across town for an emergency or taking a scenic flight, all without contributing to air pollution. The Xpeng X2 offers 2 driving modes, manual for those who want to control the flight, and autonomous for an easy, hands-off experience with just the push of a button. This high-tech vehicle even impressed officials in Dubai during its first public flight, passing rigorous safety assessments and risk evaluations. This is a major accomplishment, not only for Xpeng, but also for China as it enters the race for autonomous, environmentally friendly air travel. Whether you're a tech enthusiast or simply fed up with traffic, the Xpeng X2 offers a glimpse into the future of travel. With plans to launch the X2 commercially soon, AeroHT is preparing to begin taking orders by the end of this year. Although the price remains undisclosed, anticipation is building, especially considering that the company has been working on flying cars since 2013, setting up research centers across China, and even completing its first public flight in Dubai in 2022. The Xpeng X2's debut in Dubai was a historic moment. Now, in the research phase, the company is gradually moving toward the international market. After securing a special flying permit from the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority, DCAA, and completing a comprehensive risk assessment, the X2 took flight for the first time before an audience of over 150 distinguished guests. This included officials from the Chinese consulate, the Dubai International Chamber of Commerce, and other key figures from Dubai's economy and tourism sectors. The event, held at Skydive Dubai with the iconic palm in the background, showcased this groundbreaking vehicle in a stunning setting. Brian Gu, Vice Chairman and President of Xpeng, highlighted the significance of this moment, praising Dubai's reputation as a city of innovation, making it the perfect location for this milestone. The Dubai International Chamber of Commerce has been an essential supporter of the project from the beginning, with acting President Hassan al-Hashimi emphasizing how the X2 reflects ambition, innovation, and a bold vision for the future of mobility. This flight represents more than just a technological achievement. It marks the start of a new era that will redefine how we view transportation over the next 50 years. As flying cars like the XPeng X2 take to the air, they will play a central role in the rapidly expanding low-altitude economy. The question remains, how practical are these vehicles? Let's dive into that now. Number 3. The low-altitude economy. In China, the low-altitude economy involves businesses and activities that operate below 3,000 meters, including flying cars, drones for delivery, emergency services, tourism, and commuting. This sector is expanding rapidly with government support and is projected to be worth over 1 trillion yuan, roughly 138 billion USD, by 2026. Already, over 26 provinces in China are planning to integrate these technologies into everyday life. However, challenges such as underdeveloped infrastructure and the lack of standardized regulations are slowing progress. Companies like XPeng, Geely's Aerofugia, and Ahong are working to address these issues, pushing the boundaries of what's possible and positioning China to lead a transportation revolution. If successful, this sector could completely alter how we think about getting from point A to point B, with flying cars becoming an everyday reality. To better understand the practicality of flying cars, it's helpful to look at the rapid development of drone technology. A recent example illustrates just how far this technology has come. A white drone launched from a platform off the coast of Shanghai, carrying a load of fresh seafood. What would have once taken an overnight ferry now takes just 3 hours, thanks to low-altitude drone flights. This breakthrough not only keeps the seafood fresh, but also provides a glimpse into the real-world applications of low-altitude aviation. Drones in China, ranging from personal models to large industrial ones, are driving significant change. They're increasingly handling a variety of tasks, from transporting goods to ferrying passengers, and are helping to develop what's known as the low-altitude economy. For businesses that depend on high-quality products like restaurants, this is a game-changer. The drone delivery service mentioned above is just one small piece of a nearly $100 billion industry gaining momentum in China. The central government's backing of the low-altitude economy is paving the way for major advancements in aviation technology, especially for commercial flights operating below 1,000 meters. With traditional industries such as real estate facing struggles, China is betting on this new sector to drive consumer spending. The practicality of flying cars has been a topic of debate for years. However, low-altitude drones and small aircraft are proving their real-world value by solving logistical challenges. These vehicles excel at tasks like reducing the time needed to transport fresh seafood, delivering critical supplies to remote areas, and even transporting medical goods. For example, China's aviation regulators have recently relaxed airspace restrictions, allowing smaller drones to operate more freely below 300 meters. This change has led to a surge in drone use for various tasks, including crop spraying and even wedding photography. The expanding role of drones in everyday tasks like these suggests that low-altitude aviation could indeed be the solution for those questioning the feasibility of flying cars. If drones and smaller aircraft can perform such duties, it's likely that flying cars could eventually revolutionize personal transportation. China's central government is fully invested in developing the low-altitude economy. This sector has grown to 506 billion yuan, marking an impressive growth rate of more than 30%. In 2021, the government recognized this sector as a top priority, and the results are already evident. The number of companies involved in low-altitude aviation has increased by 33% over the last 5 years, with the total revenue in the sector reaching 500 billion yuan, or approximately $70.8 billion in 2023. By 2030, the sector is expected to expand to a staggering 2 trillion yuan. What drove this remarkable growth? One of the major factors has been the government's decision to ease regulations. As airspace restrictions continue to loosen, businesses are seizing new opportunities, such as offering drone sightseeing tours, helicopter shuttles, and leisure flights for city dwellers looking for a break from urban life. For example, a student named Kui Sitong recently took a flight in the same aircraft model featured in a popular Chinese TV show. She said the experience represented her taking control of her life after a breakup. These personal and cultural experiences illustrate the broader value the low-altitude economy is already providing. The rise of drones and small aircraft is about more than just convenience. It's also about sustainability. In rural areas, domestically produced drones are increasingly being used to spray crops with pesticides, an essential service in places where labor is limited. Some drone pilots are earning over 300,000 yuan per year, showing that this technology is not only boosting efficiency, but also creating new job opportunities. Additionally, China's shift toward electric aviation could allow the country to leap ahead of competitors and take the lead in this emerging field, similar to what it achieved with electric vehicles. The government is actively supporting this transition by developing a domestic supply chain for advanced aviation, covering everything from materials to automated flight software. With relaxed regulations, rising investments, and growing consumer interest, China's low-altitude aviation